Welcome! Welcome, everyone! Welcome! We are here. We are on the face cam. I get to show off my lovely hair. As you can see, I don't have much. I cut it all off because it's Texas and it gets hot. And, yeah, man, you gotta stay cool here in Texas because things get a little warm. So, been trying to figure out a better way to do streams. And for a long time, I've been doing just, like naming a stream after the game that I'm playing. I think I'm going to kind of go away from that, see how it works. Because during the streams, we end up talking about all sorts of goofy stuff. Sometimes we'll play the game. Sometimes we'll talk about politics. Sometimes we'll talk about the news. Sometimes we'll talk about all kinds of weird stuff. Dre, you've seen me before. You know I'm not black. What in the world are you talking about? This is not nearly the first time that people have seen me. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm still working out some stuff here. Trying to figure out where to put my... Here we go. We'll just put the microphone right there. That's perfect. There you go. We'll put the mic right there. But anyways, man, yeah, I'm not going to talk about Airplane, even though Airplane is considered one of the best comedies of all time. Yeah, I was just kind of looking at stuff for a little while. So, yeah, but anyways, a friend of ours mentioned something the other day about cryptocurrencies. And I think they mentioned it mostly because I've been talking about a lot of investing and stuff like that the last few days. And interestingly enough, they said, yeah, man, there's a Dogecoin. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've heard about that. And there really is Dogecoin. No joke. It really exists. The only thing is there's really nothing backing it other than it's a coin. That's really it. The creator has even come out and said, yeah, don't invest in Dogecoin. It's just this dumb thing that I did once, and there's nothing backing it up. So, yeah. Well, last night, some interesting stuff started happening. Apparently, and I'm reading more about this. I'm going to read this article with you. Dogecoin volumes spike 683% after viral TikTok challenge urges buying spree. Yes, this is a real thing. Let's see. Dogecoin traded activity spiked on Tuesday as a new TikTok challenge urging viewers to buy the cryptocurrency went viral. TikTok user James Galante began urging followers to buy Dogecoin in late June, claiming they could, quote, all get rich by pushing its value to $1 per coin. The challenge has since garnered hundreds of thousands of views on the app and began trending on Twitter. This is so dumb. The meme-based coin's 24-hour volume surged above 887 million by Wednesday afternoon, a 683% increase from its average daily volume over the past year. Dogecoin's price soared as much as 71% amid the trend, fueling buying spree. The official Dogecoin Twitter account called on followers to be wary of the, quote, intentions people have when they direct you to buy things. That's very true. Now, I have done mining. I'd mentioned it. I've done mining before. I do a lot of investing, and I've been doing investing for a long time, so I'm familiar with how all that works. But the more I read about Dogecoin, because I've never really bought and traded coins like Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Ethereum. I've mined them, but I've never really got into the whole market. But apparently it's like the Wild West. There are no rules. Seriously, there are literally no rules on how you can make the stock, or not. It's not a stock. It's a coin. It's a cryptocurrency. I always say stock because I'm thinking of securities, but it's not the same thing. So yeah, essentially, if you're buying like in the regular stock market, they have these schemes called pump and dump schemes where. Back in the day, they used to send out like mass emails saying, hey, this stock is in position to spike and all this kind of thing. And so what they would do is they'd send out like 100,000 of these emails, just like spam emails. And of course, a few people would be like, "Well, maybe it is going to spike," and so they'd go out and they'd start buying up the stock. And generally, what would happen is it would be like a penny stock that was worth like maybe 3 or 4 cents, maybe a dime or something, and they would, like I said, send out those emails, get people to buy up the stock. And so as people are buying the stock, generally it becomes, the value of the stock will go up because everybody's trying to get in to take advantage of this so-called price increase that's supposed to be happening. When there's really nothing behind it, there's no reason for the value of said stock to go up. That's what they call a pump and dump scheme. Essentially, what people will do is they will go and look for a penny stock, again, for something that's really, really like dirt cheap. I'm talking like pennies. They'll buy up, tens of thousands of shares, even more of that particular stock, and then they will slowly build up their position over weeks. And so before you know it, they've got like 1 million shares of this thing, even more sometimes. And then they will send out this spam email saying, "Hey, this stock is poised to move. You should buy it." And so, like I said, you send out 100,000 of those, maybe 1,000 people buy it, but still now you've got 1,000 more buyers in the market trying to buy this stock. And of course, the price goes up. So what happens? The person who sent out those emails, who bought up all those shares weeks ago, is now selling all of their shares for a massive profit because because the price has gone up, because they're now touting that something's supposed to happen. So they pump it by going and saying, yeah, it's going to go way up. Then they dump it. They sell all their shares. They make a nice profit. And all those other people who bought up those shares are now holding a pretty much worthless stock in most cases. Yeah, that's called a pump and dump scheme. Well, that doesn't exist in the world of cryptocurrency. In cryptocurrency, you can just kind of say whatever you want. You can literally tell people, hey, buy this. And if they ask, well, why? Just say, because I'm telling you to buy it. I mean, people can give you advice about stocks and that sort of thing, but they can't just go and say, hey, go and buy the stock. And if enough of us get buying the stock, then the price will go up and then we can all sell it and then we'll all get rich. That's essentially what's happening now with Dogecoin. Some guy came out and said, hey, let's just buy up a bunch of Dogecoin, invest, in fact, it says here, buy up, $25 in Dogecoin and then just wait, hoping that more and more people will go and buy Dogecoin, therefore driving the price up. And it's worked to some extent. Let's see what else we got here. Let's all get rich, Galante said in the July 2nd video. Dogecoin is practically worthless, which is true. It's not even worth a penny a coin. It's very, very low value stuff. There are 800 million TikTok users. Once it hits $1, you'll have $10,000. Tell everyone you know. It's essentially a Ponzi scheme. That's what it's. Again, there's no value there. It's just this guy saying, hey, go in, because I'm telling you right now, the reason he's doing this, and again, in the world of cryptocurrency, this is apparently legal, he probably owns millions and millions of Dogecoin. And by making that video and calling it a challenge, he's now telling a bunch of people to go and buy Dogecoin. Well, guess who's selling the Dogecoin to them? It's probably him. He's probably slowly unloading his shares because, again, if you invest, say, $10,000 and now the price of Dogecoin has gone up by, what, 71% possibly? He probably sold at the highs and he made a ton of money. And now that, all these other people have this Dogecoin that, again, doesn't really have any value. So it's kind of insane. Yeah, let me see if I can bring up the actual Dogecoin. Where are you? Yeah, it's not going to be here. It's too small. Let me see. Dogecoin. There's got to be... Yeah, here we go. Markets, Business Insider. Here we go. This is to kind of give you an idea. Look at this chart. This is insane. If you don't know how to read the chart, I'll explain it. But this is what I'm saying by the coin is virtually worthless. See, it's trading at less than half a penny right now. Less than half a penny for one coin. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could buy a dime's worth of Dogecoins and get like 20 Dogecoins for like a dime. Literally a dime. So that gives you an idea of where the value of this thing is. It's just stupid. Less than half a penny. Yes, it is absolutely dirt cheap. Now, I can see why he's pushing it. Because again, It is so ridiculously cheap. You can buy literally a million of these things, and the investment is actually not that high. So you could buy a million of them, and if the value spikes by 50, 60%, then you sell, you've made a ton of money. Again, it's pump and dump. That's all they're doing, is just doing a pump and dump scheme here. So this gives you an idea. Let's see, that's the 1 year chart. And let's see, just for the last month, look at that. See, it had been trading around pretty low, like, 0.0025, and it got really low at one point, 0.0023, and now look at this thing, 0.0047. Again, those numbers seem tiny, but it's more than doubled. So essentially, if this guy bought his shares, say, around here, when it was 0.0023, and he sold here, he made a massive profit. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what this guy did. But again, it's perfectly legal. There are no laws governing how cryptocurrencies can be traded or discussed. Essentially, market manipulation, from what I've been reading about the last day, is rampant. It kind of goes with what happened to Bitcoin a couple of years ago, how people were starting to speculate on Bitcoin more. And that's why the price hit $20,000 at one point. And now it's down to like, $9,200 or something. But yeah, this kind of thing, as insane as it is legal. Because again, somebody kept pointing out to me last night, they're like, yeah, it's not like a security. It's not like a stock in a company. It's not like Walmart or Target stock. It's cryptocurrencies. So they can do pretty much whatever they want. And that's exactly what this guy did. And I'm pretty sure he made a ton of money. Because again, if you invest, or maybe seeing that this could have been a big thing, maybe he invested a really good chunk of change, like maybe $50,000. And if he did, he sold, and now he's probably sitting at about $90,000, maybe even more. Because yeah, the jump has been 81.96%, if you can see it there. That's nuts, man. That's just crazy. You don't generally see those types of jumps in the stock market, but in cryptocurrency, apparently this is normal. So yeah, it's been pretty nuts, and I looked into it and I kept following it last night, and I was like, God, this is so screwy. This is so unethical, and of course I bought some, and I'm not kidding. I bought some Dogecoin. And I'm going to check real quick. I'm not going to show you my account information, obviously. But so far, my return on Dogecoin is sitting at, and it keeps bopping up and down a bit here. Because the thing is, it's still happening right now. People are still buying Dogecoin. My return so far is 11.32%. It's only been like a day. Can you imagine adding 12% to your investment in a day? So if I sell right now, I'd make about 11-12% return. That is absolute insanity. It's nuts. Again, I have to warn you guys, this is cryptocurrency. It's the Wild West. There are no rules. People probably do this sort of thing all the time. Be insanely wary if you get into this sort of thing, because the chances of you losing your money is pretty damn high. It's much higher than actually getting into stocks and whatnot. So yeah, you need to I generally tend to stay away from these things, but again, it was the price was so stupidly low that I was just like, screw it. So I invested, I'm not kidding, I invested 8 cents. I invested 8 cents, that's right. And if I sell right now, I can get 9 cents. Isn't that awesome? But again, think, if I had invested $100, I could have been getting back 110 or so. So that's just gives you an idea. But again, I was not going to put any serious money into this, because pump and dump schemes, no, that's insanity. Yeah, and it's seen some higher peaks here and there, but again, This thing is so damn volatile. I would not put any. I would not tell anybody to invest in this. Even if I were a fiduciary, I would not tell anybody to invest in this. And just as a friend, I'm telling you, don't get into this. Unless, like I said, unless you're willing to just lose your shirt. Because that's nuts. What are you talking about? How does Robinhood work? How do you not know how Robinhood works? It's just like buying and selling stock. You got to go watch a video, man. I can't sit here and just completely do away with the show I was planning and show you how to do Robinhood. Come on, man. I told you already. It's really not so hard. I mean, if you want like really hardcore advice on it, that takes time. I can't explain that to you in 5 minutes. But as far as how Robinhood works, it's just like any other trading platform. You basically open an account, you deposit X amount of dollars, however much you want, and then you go and you look at the various securities that they have, and then you just decide, well, what do I want to invest in? What are your goals? Do you want to make? I mean, most people are like, I want to make money right away. Well, that's almost impossible, unless you're willing to take a massive amount of risk. But if you're in for the long haul, there are a lot of really good stocks out there that you could buy, that you can invest, your $1,000 in. If you're just looking to see if you can make a certain percentage of money back, just as kind of like a game, then I wouldn't invest any more than $50. Again, don't invest. If you're going to be doing that, don't invest any money that you're not completely okay with setting on fire. Because if you put in your life savings and you're gambling more than you're actually trading smart, then you're going to lose your money. So you got to be careful with that. So yeah, there's just so much to it. There is no one way to invest. There are tons of different ways. You can invest in stocks, you can invest in bonds, you can invest in mutual funds. Just there's all kinds of. You can invest in index funds, which generally tend to be fairly safe. I'm not going to say they're 100% safe because nothing is 100% safe, but they tend to do a little bit better over the long haul. But yeah, there's Dogecoin for you. That's insanity. Let me see if there's anything else here. Dogecoin's 24-hour trading volume. Okay, we saw that. Its price surged by as much as 71% on Wednesday as the online trend gathered more attention. Dogecoin's market cap now sits just below $500 million. It's worth $500 million, and there's nothing backing it. Imagine, okay, think of it this way. Imagine you rent a giant space. Imagine this, you rent a space the size of, say, a Walmart. But there is absolutely nothing inside. There's no merchandise. There's no employees. There's not even any shelving or anything like that. It's just a big, empty, open space. Imagine having that and then somebody taking a look at that because you're looking for investors and you say, this is worth $500 million. And they kind of look around like, what? That's kind of what Dogecoin is. There's no point in it being worth that much. It doesn't make sense. The trend was even addressed by the official Dogecoin Twitter account Wednesday morning. The account warned against impulsively joining the viral challenge and urged followers to be smart. See, even the people who invented Dogecoin are telling you, don't do this. You're going to lose your money. Quote, be mindful of the intentions people have when they direct you to buy things. None of them are in the spot to be financially advising. That's true. Unless they are fiduciary. What that basically means is a fiduciary is basically a financial advisor that has been to school, that knows what they're actually doing when it comes to things like stocks, securities, bonds, that sort of thing. And when they are a licensed fiduciary, that means that they always have your best interests in mind. Yes, they are there to make money, but generally if they give you advice, they will charge you like a flat fee. Not everybody does, but they'll charge you like a flat fee to sit there with you for an hour and advise you on how to invest your money. And of course, it works for them because if they tell you how to invest your money properly, you're happy, you go back to them, you spend more money with them. If somebody is not a fiduciary, then you need to be extremely wary. And that person who's touting this is obviously not a fiduciary because if he were, he would be saying it. Dogecoin amassed a sizable following during the 2018 crypto boom for its ties to the popular Doge meme. Creator Jackson Palmer referred to the asset as a, quote, joke cryptocurrency. Yet it's enjoyed a cult following well before the TikTok trend emerged. Elon Musk said in 2019 the coin might be my favorite cryptocurrency in response to a poll deeming him Dogecoin's mock CEO. The coin's fans even raised $55,000 in 2014 to sponsor a car at NASCAR's famous Talladega Superspeedway. This is so stupid. Dogecoin traded at 0.0039 per coin as of 12:35 Wednesday. The original Doge dog is actually dead. I'm not kidding. He died of old age. The picture itself is actually kind of old now. I think it was originally taken like in 2010 or something. And he recently died. Like within the past year, the Doge dog died. I can actually look that up. Doge dog. Oh, there you go. Doge dog died 2018. Shiba Inu, who inspired popular internet memes, died in Japan age 16, alongside several adorable pictures of the famous furball. This is by no means the first time the internet has feared Doge's passing. Well, that was posted in 2017. Oh, okay, now here's another one from the Daily Dot, again from 2017. Doge is not dead. Okay, well, now we don't know. And then here's one from 2019 that says Doge is getting old, but she is still pure and good. So I don't know what to believe anymore now because I've heard several times that the dog had died. But apparently the dog is not dead. Well, this is from 2019. So hopefully Mr. Doge Dog is still alive. Another Kim Jong-un situation. Yes, Kim Jong-un, because the last thing we need is another dictatoring dog that that is faking his death. Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, this whole Dogecoin thing was just stupid. It was so dumb. This is real too. This Dogecoin digital currency race car thing, this was funny. This was pretty damn hilarious. But again, guys, just be wary. Don't dump your money into something like this unless you really know what you're doing. In fact, like I said, I've been doing trading securities and stuff for a very long time, pretty much since I was in my early 20s, since I was about 20 or so. So yeah, I am definitely a veteran of it, and even I would not put a serious investment in this. I'm just like, no. There's nothing to back it up. Because again, another, like a regular security, like there's this one company that I'm investing in called Top Ships. The code, let me see if I can find it actually. This is what I'm investing in. This is a penny stock, and I'm just kind of playing with it right now. Come on, where are you? Really? You don't have tops? Oh, okay, they don't follow tops. Okay, but tops ships, here we go. That sucks. Search markets. Hold on. I'm not used to this particular website, so I'm kind of trying to figure this out. Can I search for just a particular... Here we go. Is this it? Nope, apparently not. Dang it. I'm going to CNBC then. Kim Jong-un. Stock future study as NASDAQ clinches new record. Great. I was watching that, but unfortunately my one play... Actually, I think both of the big stocks that I'm looking at right now are both on NASDAQ, but they unfortunately did not follow the trend. But let's see. Here we go. Tops ships. Again, this is a penny stock. As you can see right now, it is currently selling, or you know, going for a little over 11 cents a share. I do have a very tiny position in this company, but the good thing about here is that it's not, I mean, it's still risky, but it's not as risky because this is a real company and they have actual assets. They actually have several ships, because this is like a ship that basically they move shipping containers via the oceans, obviously, and they own several ships. And within those ships, they have their crews and everything, and then people, you know, basically rent space on that ship to move their merchandise, and there you go. So they have assets, which is good, and they have money coming in. Dogecoin doesn't have any of that. So take that for what you want, man. But yeah, that was the whole Dogecoin thing I wanted to kind of look at. I don't know what game I want to play. Do I want to play Yugiohs? I have Yugiohs here. I haven't played Legacy in the Duelist in a while. I guess I could play that. Or I could do Duel Links. Do you want to do Duel Links? They have that that turbo duel thing going right now. I don't really want to do that though. It feels a bit. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I just don't like it. It's PvP based. Pokemon. I'm not very good at Pokemon. I haven't played very much. Let me see. No, we've done a lot of Fallout. No Elder Scrolls. I'm looking at my list here. Rocket League. Rocket League is always fun. I haven't played that in a long time though. Yeah, it's stupid. I tried doing it. A racing game. I have All-Star Fruit Racing. This game is actually kind of fun. It could be better. The game itself could be much better, but it's not terrible. Hold on, let me launch this. Get, come on. There it goes. Now it's starting up. Where are you? There we go. Unreal Engine. But yeah, this is a pretty simple game, but it's still kind of fun. I've found with this game though that once you get the lead, as long as you don't do anything stupid, you're gonna win. This volume is high. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. Alright, let's do some fruit racing. It's a cute game, but it's kind of wanting to be its own Mario Kart, but it's not. It's okay. It's fun. I think it would be better with playing against your friends. I really do, because playing against the computer is okay, but I imagine if you're playing against other people, it's that much more fun. At least people use career, custom race. Here, let's go to career. The Cocoa Cup, the Banana Cup, Peach Prize Cup. I haven't unlocked a lot of these. I've only played like an hour and a half in this game. King Seed Ice Cup. Give the game away. I don't own another key to this game. Oh, okay. Apparently I got gold in the Cocoa Cup, so I guess we're going to Banana Cup. Yeah, I don't own another key to this game. I only have just the one. Okay, I generally play Pine-Azuka. Gwendolyn, ooh, got you scary. Banana person. Okay, I guess that's a coconut. Cocoa Strike. Roller Peach. Strawberry Girl. Is that cherries? Cheryl. Faith. I noticed they're all women. What's this? Cassandra is the plum. An avocado. Giselle's an avocado. I think I'm just going to stick with pineapple. Because that's the one I've been using all this time. Let's fruit. What is the largest fruit in the world that grows on a tree? The jackfruit. It can reach 30 kilograms. Now we know. As long as I don't screw up, I should win.
Let's go!
Oh crap! No! Don't fall off! Damn it! Uh-oh, something's biting me. No, get away! Oh, I got a speed boost. Oh no, that's protection. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, there's no speed boost. They made this game in Unreal Engine, so it looks nice. Get away! Well, I'm in first place now. Avocado girl is right behind me. Oh, I didn't even see those stars. So yeah, see, now I'm in first place, and all I gotta do is just not do anything stupid. And I should be able to win. Don't fall off. Oh, I don't want to get the stars. Yeah, see, it actually, I mean, it's nice that I'm in the lead, but no one's attacking me. Usually on Mario Kart, if you're in the lead, you're getting pummeled. You know, by shells and all kinds of other stuff that is designed to take out the person in first place. Now, I'm just kind of cruising. I've got a little bit of a lead, and I'm just like, oh crap, here it comes. Right as I'm saying that, I get popped. But that's okay, I'm still in the lead. Oh, the avocado girl's right next to me. I'm gonna stand for her. That's it. That's the whole thing. The game's a bit goofy. I mean, it's cute. It's fun. That's it. I won. Yeah. See, it's not that hard. Like I said, I'm guessing when you play against other people, it's probably a bit more insane. Giselle, second. Go to next race. I've never had a jackfruit. Has anybody had a jackfruit? I don't know if those are any good or not.
Let's win!
Oh, this is a little better. This one's a little more fun. because it gives you it's much more like Mario Kart. It gives you just like one power up each time you hit a little like this. Oh, and now I get to shoot my rocket. It's a freaking pineapple rocket. No, I'm gonna get popped. Damn it. Pineapple rocket again. Oh, man. Okay, this one I'm getting popped a lot more. Don't. That's not pretty. Ice cubes. Damn it. I need to get a wig. Seriously, if I'm gonna be doing the face cam thing again, I need to get a wig. People like to watch people with hair. Instead I cut all my hair off, or just, you know. Maybe I'll get like a Yugi wig. Somebody send me a Yugi wig, and I'll wear it. I'm not kidding, I'll wear it on stream. I got popped right when that sucks. Right when I got the shield, I got popped. Ah, come on. Again? I'm gonna eat that. Somebody take a shortcut. Ah, dang it, I missed it. Damn, now I can't get the pineapple at all. Oh, I think pineapple, dang it. There it is. Ah, crap, and I just got hit with a tornado. Okay, I've actually got a pretty sizable lead now. No, don't flaps out! Oh, crap. Am I up? Am I down? I don't know. Oh. Oh, that sucked. Oh, no. Oh, I lost my lead. Got a tornado. Still my wig? Am I wearing it? That's an answer to the question. I'm gonna be like the next Dr. Disrespect, except I'll be Dr. Respect. Yes, I respect it. Yeah, see, look how large my lead is. Oh, don't hit the ice. Oh, the edge. Easy enough. See? Less than 2 hours in this game, I'm getting first place every time. I think the only time that I've actually gotten outside of third place was when somebody knocked me off the track, like, on the very last lap. Yeah, it's a pretty easy game. That's why I'm thinking it's better if you play with friends, because then y'all can beat the crap out of each other.
Well done.
Oh, apparently I unlocked somebody. Alright, let's exit. See what else is there. Let's, yeah, I don't really want to play Duel Links, man. I really don't want to. Let me think. Been thinking about actually getting back into Star Trek. I only did Star Trek for a short time. I think I told y'all the account that I have was given to me. But I don't ever really play it. I mean, I've logged in the last couple of days, but I'll log in for like 10-15 minutes and then I'll log out. Guess we can play Fallout. I'll play that for a little bit. I already did a stream earlier today. None of y'all watched. I had like 2 viewers. I was so happy. I had 2 people watching. Come on. You're asleep. You're asleep at noon? You're like, yeah. To celebrate the announce... Okay. To celebrate the announce of the Fallout series with Kilter Films and Amazon Studios, our Vault Suit customization creation is free for a limited time. I don't really care about that. I actually did get some sleep. I did get some sleep. Not a ton, but I got some. I think I finally fell asleep at around 4, and I woke up at about 9-ish or so. And that's because I had a project that I wanted to do, but I didn't do it until later. In fact, I did it maybe 2 hours ago. It was just it's not a long project, but it's one of those where you have to kind of do it in small chunks, or else it just gets annoying. I finally went and bought some tint, like the specialized like tint for my windows here in my apartment. And I mean, the thing is, the way my window is done is it's not just one giant sheet of glass. It's like it's separated into like 9 little rectangles. And so I have to cut the tint film out a certain way. Like these 9 instead of just putting one big sheet, I have to do 9 little ones, so it's a pain in the ass. Yes, I sold Lightning Storm for 121. And it's already shipped. It's already sent away. And I paid extra on the shipping because I don't want them coming back and saying, I never got it. And be like, I put tracking on it. Put tracking, and it has insurance. So, don't. Yeah, that's one thing TCG players are a little hardcore about. Like if you sell something that's over 50 bucks, they basically make you send it with tracking, which makes sense because I've watched a few videos of people who have done eBay and TCG Player and other resale places like that, and there is quite a bit of fraud, especially if you don't use tracking, because tracking is kind of your saving grace, because at least you can say, well, the post office or UPS says they delivered it, so I obviously mailed it, I sent it, I can't help it if somebody stole it off your porch or something. Whereas if you don't send with confirmation, then you're kind of asking for trouble, because then they can just they'll get your card, then they can claim they never got it, then you have to make a choice. Well, you're getting ripped off at that point, so you're like, well, do I take the chance and not refund them, or do I let them file like an eBay claim or a TCG Player claim, and then have to prove that I actually shipped the card and all this other stuff, and it's a real pain in the butt. But that's actually very common, is if you don't send with shipping confirmation, it's a roll of the dice. It really is.
Yes?
Because they just say they never got it, and obviously you sent it, so not only do they get their money back, but they get the card too. So now you're out the card, and you're out your, however much money you were hoping to make there. And people are always like, oh, well, they can only do that so many times. Yeah, that's true. You can only do it a couple times, but the thing is, like with a company like PayPal, where you can, file complaints and that sort of stuff, you can open a PayPal account super easy. Like if I want to, I can go and open like 5 or 6 more PayPal accounts right now, because they don't ask for things like social security number or anything like that. So you can just open a ton of PayPal accounts, use it to commit fraud, get that money back plus whatever merchandise the person sent to you, and then just never use the account again or close it. Gotta be careful with that. So yeah, it is more expensive to get the tracking and everything, but it's worth it. Because at least especially with when I sell something for 120 bucks, you want to make sure it gets there. You don't want them to come back even trying to say that it didn't make it, because yeah, that's a lot of money. Because the last thing I want is to be out 120 bucks plus be out my lightning storm. But the fees, oh my god, that's one of the reasons why I didn't initially put Lightning Storm on the TCG Player stores, because of the fees. When you first start out, the fees are actually pretty high, and as you sell more with them, they move you up in what they call levels. And then once you hit like level 3, the fees are a little more affordable, from what I understand. So yeah, you don't generally want to sell stuff that's really expensive right off the bat, because then the maximum fee hits you, and it's like, damn, there goes a lot of your money. Like the fee that I got for selling my Lightning Storm was like $17. So yeah, basically it was like $121, plus I charge technically $1 for shipping, but I had already built in the shipping cost into my card price, so it's like $121 minus the $17 for the TCG Player fee, then minus $7.50 or so for shipping. So all in all, I made like $95. That's another thing I've noticed on TCG Player, and I'm kind of surprised that more people don't realize this, but on TCG Player, a lot of people don't build in their shipping costs or their fees into the card price. Like I've seen people that sell cards on there for a nickel. I mean, just dirt cheap, which is great for the buyer, but you're not going to make a lot of money selling cards for a nickel. You're not. I mean, of course, it's not the greatest card in the world, but still. I mean, sell it for at least 50 cents. At least then you're making something. It's worth your time at that point. Because if I buy a card for a nickel and you charge $1 for shipping, which most people wouldn't do, but still, it's like at that point, you know, what are you doing? You're sending a card out, you're using an envelope, you're using a penny sleeve, you're using a top loader, you're using tape, you're using postage, you're doing all that, and how much money are you making in the end? 4 cents? You're really going to do all that for 4 cents? It's not, it doesn't make sense. But some people, I think the whole idea is that they get into it and they're like, I just want to make sales. I just want to make sales. And so they price things the absolute dirt cheapest they can. And that's a mistake. Because when you charge dirt cheap prices, one, your margins are not there. Your margins are crap. In fact, in some cases, you're going to, in fact, a lot of cases, you're going to lose money. And on top of that, you end up having to cheap out on a lot of other stuff, like the way you ship your product. I mean, how many times you've seen some of my videos where I'll order cards and they show up and the envelope is empty or half empty or ripped open because they tried to stuff so many cards into it, and I end up only getting half the order, and then I have to file a complaint, and then they have to refund me. So after all of that, you know, because they cheaped out on the shipping, they're out their cards,
Seems to be growing.
and then they're out their money because they have to refund me because half the cards are missing. Or the cards that did show up are damaged. I know you all have seen plenty of those. I've had a few of those videos where the cards will get here and they're damaged straight out of the envelope that's torn open. And believe me, I would much rather pay them like an extra 50 cents if it meant that the cards would get here and not be damaged. I don't mind paying that extra charge. Because, yeah, you may think you're getting a great deal when you're only paying 5 cents for a card, but you also have to remember that there's a reason why it's 5 cents, because they cheap out on that crap. You get the card, it's all dinged up, and, well, you know, you get it, and there's a crease in it. Well, that's 5 cents of a card you got. What did you expect, man? But that's why I'm pricing all of my stuff higher. And I know I'm not going to get a ton of sales because of that, because all my stuff is, I don't want to say it's at a premium price, but it's definitely more expensive than the lowest prices on there. Like if I see a card on there for like 50 cents, my price will be probably $1. And people are like, oh, it's never going to sell with that. And I'm like, okay, that's fine with me though. I don't have to make the sale. I'm not desperate for the sale. But if somebody does buy from me, hopefully they will know and understand that I'm going to send them their card in a top loader, in a penny sleeve. I'm going to send it in a bubble mailer. I have a stack, a giant, where is it? I have a giant stack of bubble mailers. Here, I'll show it to you. Ow! Look, see? This is my giant stack. This is like 50 bubble mailers. And I've got more. But yeah, this is what I send them in. It's kind of goofy, but yeah, I send them in this. And it's not super thick or anything, but the card, like the top loader, fits in perfectly. And it's got cushioning. And then on top of that, I wrap, obviously, penny sleeve, top loader, and then I put another piece of paper around the card. And then I put on there a little note where I have a stamp that says do not bend, that sort of stuff. So this is what you're getting when you order from me. You're not getting just throwing envelopes. You're not getting just a paper envelope. You're actually getting something that's going to take care of the card. So you know when you get the card, it should probably be in good shape. Whew. And because it goes in those bubble mailers, they don't generally get machined. And what I mean by that is, like bulk letters, they go through a sorting machine so that, you know, they can process all that stuff fairly quickly. But with bubble mailers, they don't do that. They do them by hand. Because if you put envelopes that are a little overstuffed into those machines, that's when they tend to get ripped open and tend to get cards destroyed and bent and creased and all that. So yeah, there may be a few times where I send out in just a regular envelope, but I will never send out where it's like 10 cards stuffed into a white envelope. That's asking for trouble. So yeah, just, you know, again, just charge a little bit more. I mean, or even put shipping at $1 or $1.50, that's fine. As long as the order gets there, because, again, you're only asking for trouble if you cheap out on your shipping. You may get lucky a few times and it will go through without a hitch. But that one time that it happens, there goes your margin, there goes your profit, there goes everything. It sets you back. Because, like, if one order... if one order goes bad, your margins for something like 10 or 15 orders are gone. You have fur hire cards? Yes, I have fur hire cards. Let me grab these eggs. In fact, there's a few cards. I've got a few here. These are all World of Warcraft cards I'm trying to get rid of. These, I actually just added these to the store. I don't expect these to sell, at least not soon, because they're old World of Warcraft cards. It's mostly just for collectors now. I'm sure there are people that still play the game, but yeah, most people don't really have any interest in those. Oh, I forgot I had this thing here. Yeah, I think I already have 2 of these Ignisters on the store. And then I bought some Ikoria product, and interestingly enough, these things, which I don't know if you can tell, but they're like little punch-outs that have like little tokens on them. They're cards, and the cool thing is they actually have set numbers on them. And apparently people collect these too. And then there's a really thick version of them, which sells for like $1.50. So yeah, it's weird. Sometimes even these little cards, like the explanation cards, the little advertisements, sometimes people want these too. It's interesting. But I've got a little more room in my inventory. I'm still trying to decide what to put on there though, because there's again, I have a lot of expensive cards that I could put, but I want to wait on those just so I can move up the levels and not have to pay as much in the fees. So once the fees get a little more tolerable, then I'll start posting stuff that's really expensive. Like, I think once I hit to like level 3 or level 4 on TCG Player, which can take some time, but not a ton of time, then I'll probably put on Metamorphosis. I'll probably put on my Toon Cannon Soldier from Tournament Pack. Again, all the expensive stuff that are like $100, $150, $200 plus. But yeah, it's surprisingly the Fur Hire cards are actually not that expensive. They're really not. I think the most expensive one, I can't remember. I think Beat is the most expensive one. I think Beat's like $4. Yeah, he's not that expensive. But most of the other ones like Seal, uh-oh, bugs. Yeah, cards like Seal, the Helmer, Wiz, they're not that expensive.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
that I don't have. I've got some old Cyber Dragons, some old original printing Cyber Dragons. I've been holding on to them, but I think I'll sell a couple. But again, I'm going to wait until the fees are a little more manageable. I guess the only downside to playing on TCG Player is whenever you sell something, you generally have to wait a couple weeks before you get your money. I don't mind, though, because, again, I'm not desperate for that money. So if it takes a couple of weeks, it takes a couple of weeks. That's fine. And yeet. That was a delayed splash. Sold it for a Toon Kingdom. Speaking of Toon Kingdom and Toon Chaos, I still can't believe that set value has not come down. Well, okay, the value of the cards, the pricing for the cards, the individual cards, has come down some, but the price of the box has actually gone up. Not kidding. Here, I gotta show you all this. I'm over here. Let me stop playing this, and I'm gonna see. This is why I like, just having like a regular old kind of, generic name for for the show, because then I could just stop and do stuff like this. Let's see, tcgplayer.com. Okay, Toon Chaos. I checked yesterday, and it was still pretty expensive. Let's see, booster box. Look at this. 135.75. It's only gone up. Oh, I should do that. Got to fade it in. There we go. 135.75. That's crazy. I mean, it's the first edition. The first edition box is always going to be a little more expensive. But yeah, that's nuts, man. And dang, y'all can't see the price. Let me see if I can adjust my... Hold on. Scoot that over just a bit. There we go. Now y'all can see the price. But yeah, basically $136. Is that shipping included? Yeah, it's shipping included. Because I'd been waiting and waiting and waiting, thinking, okay, the price will eventually come down. Because that's generally what happens with these sets. Is it'll get expensive for a bit, and then the prices will slowly come down. This has not happened here. So that's kind of amazing. These are the price has only gone up. Now I'm regretting not buying when it was 105. Click purchase. You're trying to see something. Oh, you mean add to cart? I can just hit add to cart. It's, yeah. Let's see. Now someone hoarded all the Toon Chaos packs. Oh, that sucks, dude. They hoarded all the packs. Yeah, and places like Target and Walmart near me, they don't have them. They still... I've been waiting and waiting. They still don't have them. Actually, I could check again tomorrow if I wanted to. It's been a while, but I'm a little hesitant to go out because, again, here we've had a pretty big boom in the whole human malware thing. Yeah, well, let's actually check the prices since we're here. We'll take a look. Let me see. We'll go by high to low. Of course, the collector's ones are going to be the highest. Oh my god. What is... Look at this thing. Collector's rare, $400. Wow. I knew these were going to get expensive eventually. I just didn't think it would be this fast. Stardust. I don't understand why this one's so expensive. Let's see. Toon Blackluster 210. Chaos Emperor 19. That's surprising. Because Chaos Emperor always seemed to be the more popular card, but it's only $194. I wonder if there are just more of these on the market. Let's see, Pot of Extravagance, Collectors. Yeah, all the Collectors versions are expensive. But that is surprisingly high. How many? 22 listings. Yeah, that's... Well, actually, well... Here's one, $3.85 and then $5 shipping. This is, oh, newly launched. Oh man, that guy's gonna get eaten alive by fees. But damn, that is actually pretty incredible. Let me see what the regular versions look like. Harpulated Collector's Rare, $100. Chaos Daedalus Collector's Rare. Yeah, some of the Collector's Rares aren't that expensive. There's a lot of them in this set, though. Usually, like, when they have, like, the Prismatics and some of the other sets, there's only, like, 4 Prismatics. And that's it. But it looks like here they really kind of went all out. That's why I didn't think the prices would be that much, because there are just so many of them. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 Collector's Rares. So that's why I didn't think that the pricing would be as high as it is. But apparently people are willing to pay it, man. I don't see it. I don't see the value in this right now. I mean, it's worth money. I just don't think it's worth that much money. Not $400. Man, that's why the boxes are so expensive. Because, you know, the chance of pulling one of these cards. But again, it's like, I think you're only supposed to get like one of these like every 2 boxes. You know, and then of course if you pull one, it may not be, it's probably not going to be this. You know, it's not going to be your top line ones. It's going to be probably a Toon Harpy Lady or a, you know, bookmark or something. That's still ridiculous. Let me see. Just the ultra rares. Pot of Extravagance, $44. That seems right. Renault, $21. That seems okay. Oh, Phoenix Gearfried has really come down. He's at 19. Toon Blackluster, 1750. That seems about right. And again, I think this is inflated simply because the pricing of the box is inflated. Again, I think this should be like a $15 card. Let's see. Toon Page Flip, $15. Bookmark is 15. Chaos Creator, 13.13. Those seem reasonable. Magician's Soul? I'd have to look. Chaos Space. Yeah, everything else is fairly inexpensive. Yeah, like this one, like 25 cents for that card. It's just a rare though. Super rare, rares, a quarter for that thing. Ugh. Fight for Sabretooth. Yeah, everything. That's the. I mean, that kind of shows you where the value in this box is. Most of the value is in the collector's rares, and then a lot of the Toon stuff. Basically, if you buy a box and you don't get a collector's rare or any of the top, say, 5 or let me see, how many is that? 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. It's going to be a bust. So there really is a gambler's premium here. But the chances are you're going to get at least one of these. But even then, if you get, you know, like a Toon Page Flip and the rest of the cards you get are kind of meh, you're still going to be out some money. I mean, because if you're just looking to open the packs and then flip the cards, yeah, you're going to be out some money. But of course, if you hit this, but again, the chances of getting that particular one, I don't know, but I'd say what, maybe 1 in every 40 boxes, maybe. So good luck with that, man. Magician's Souls. What is that? Is that a new set? What is... I don't know what you mean. Is it in this set? You have to be specific, because remember, there are a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh sets. Is it a spell card? Is it a trap card? Magician of Hope. Oh, that's cool. And that's a super rare. I actually kind of want to buy that. Look, see, this is what I'm talking about. 8 cents. 78 cents shipping, so there's your margin. Your margin is basically nothing. Because this right here, the 78 cents, is about what it's going to cost you for your envelope, your top loader, your stamp, your penny sleeve, and then, of course, you have to kind of pay yourself. So, yeah, you're making almost nothing on this card. You have to think to yourself, is 8 cents really worth your time if this was the only card that I bought from you? Because you also have to consider what TCG Player likes to do is that's 78 cents. Like, say, for instance, if I add this to cart, or if I buy all 18 of these from him, which I have been known to do, I'm still paying just 78 cents for shipping. It's not 78 cents each card. It's just the package. So, yeah. Here, in fact, I'll add to cart. Let me edit my card. I'm going to take that box out. I'll remove that. But yeah, see, this is basically what it comes to. Number of packages 1, number of items 18. Items $1.44, shipping 78 cents. So again, it's just for the pack. So basically, you're sending me 18 cards for $2.22. But you still have to package it up in the proper way. You still have to, I mean, and I swear, if I were to order this and they tried to send this to me in one regular, you know, white envelope, I would lose my mind. Because you know those cards are going to get to you screwed up. Got to be careful with that, man. I don't mind paying more for shipping. If he asked for another $1.50, I'd probably be fine. I'd be like, that's fine. As long as you package my cards right, that's fine. Because this right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the gamble that you take. Now, some stores are smart. Because it gives you an option in the seller's portal. where you can set it up to where they get a certain price or free shipping if they spend at least like say $5 in your store, which is a good idea because then you know you're going to make at least that much, you know, and hopefully they don't ask for a ridiculous number of cards where you're basically not making any money. But yeah, see, I would do that and it would freak him out. Or actually, hold on. I could go to Stardust Dragon. How many copies you got of that? Only 3? Yeah, there are some places where they'll, like this guy, he's got 20 copies. I'd buy all 20 copies. They're only a dime. $2 for 20 copies and then 78 cents shipping. So basically I get it for about $3. But here you go. Free shipping on orders worth $5. That's a good thing. More free shipping, more free shipping. Okay, yeah. I still don't trust that. I still would price these cards higher. But again, these people are just looking to make sales. I would not sell that card for 9 cents. I would sell this card for like 30 cents. Again, it's more expensive, but you can ensure that you get your card. I'm bummed on this. I just realized the value of this card right now. 71 cents. I was hoping this would be worth more at this point, but it's not. Let's see, what's the market? 66 cents. List median normal's 99. Let's see. And you were asking about Magician's Soul. Magician's Souls. Legendary Duelist Magical Hero. $80. And that's the only printing. Yep. That's the only printing of that card. Let's see. Well, that guy wants 76 plus $4 shipping. Yeah, about 80 bucks or so. Pretty much everybody's selling it for about $80 to $82. Oh, he's asking too much. Lightly played unlimited, that's too much. Yeah, if you're going to be charging that much, yeah, this lightly played, it's suddenly a $50 card. Because the value goes down at that point. Legendary Duelist Magical Hero. Is this a new set? I don't remember this set. Oh, okay. Legendary Duelists. First edition. Damn. $174 unopened. 56 card booster set. Okay, it's a tiny set. Oh, a little word of advice. If they offer you stuff like this, this is X6 packs first edition sealed. Don't buy that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever buy loose packs like that from a seller online. Never, never, never do that. Trust me. Just don't do it. I know all the tricks. In fact, there's a guy, I forget his name. He has a channel, but he bought a set. I forget the name of the set that he bought. But it was basically a pack of 100 loose packs from one particular set. And the set included rares, super rares, ultra rares, secret rares. And he even was saying, like right when the video started, he says, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I just got ripped off. And so right there on camera, he opens up the package and he says, okay, this is why you never buy loose packs online. You just don't do it. And so he goes and he opens all 100 packs, just boom, 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 boom. He got 2 super rares. That's it. Out of 100 packs. Because whenever you buy loose packs like that, especially some of the older sets where they have rares, super rares, ultra rares, the packs that have rare cards tend to be lighter in actual physical weight than packs with super rares or ultra rares. It's an old thing that people used to do, or people still do it, obviously, called scaling. You get a little scale, and you take the individual pack, you weigh it, and you're like, okay, it weighs so many grams, and then you take the next pack, and you weigh it again, you weigh it, you know, and then, of course, of all, like I say, if you have 20 packs and you weigh them all, generally the packs that have just the rares will be a certain number of grams. It'll be, I don't know, 100 grams or something. I don't know exactly what how much that would be. It would be a certain amount of weight. And then the ones that have a super rare or an ultra rare, they will be like 10% heavier or 5% heavier. And so you just scale all those. The lightest packs you send off, you sell those, but then you keep and you open those ones that are heavier, and I can almost guarantee you every single one of those packs, you're gonna get a foil card. Now, a lot of the newer sets, every pack comes with a foil card, so that's not such a problem. But against some of the older sets, where you have a chance of getting a rare or a super rare or an ultra, that sort of thing, in the older sets, that is a huge problem. So yeah, never buy loose packs like that, because I can guarantee you that they scaled them. I can promise you. Especially if they're super cheap like that too. Because yeah, look at this. 6 packs, first edition, sealed for $20. That's a ripoff, man. They're gonna rip you off. Now I'm interested in this set. What's in here? Dark Magicians, Apprentice Illusion Magician, Honest Neos, Magician's Combination, Favorite Hero. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to playing my game that we sat there and talked about cards for a good 15 minutes. But that's the great thing about having a title of a show where, you know, it doesn't base it off a game or anything. I can just go and do that. And I know Moni's probably, or has kind of questioned, oh man, I wish you would sell internationally. I do too, but it's just so expensive to ship. Because to sell internationally, it essentially, in some cases, it can triple my costs. And I'm not gonna, I don't want to ask somebody from Europe to spend $15 shipping on a card. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, because you don't want it, oh gosh, you don't want it to be too expensive, and you want to try and, you know, cut the corners where you can, but again, it eats into your margins. I mean, because your margin on most cards is, again, it depends on the card. Ooh, did you fall? But yeah, when you start tacking on tons of shipping, one, it's, you know, most people don't want to pay that, and two, it's just, you know. And another thing with international shipping is that there's always a slightly higher chance that your item gets lost. Even with tracking and everything, your item can still get lost.